Have you ever looked at a well put together outfit and thought, wow, that person can dress, but you don't know exactly why you like it or how to achieve it? You're in the right place. Fashion isn't just about clothes, it's deeper than that. It's about identity. So, no matter if you know how to dress well or not, you will be able to get some gems, some actual gems from this video, possibly even life advice. So, stick around to the end. All right, look, you could buy expensive clothes, you can follow every trend, you can even get compliments and still not actually have style. And most people will not even tell you, but that's why I'm here. Dressing well today is psychological, it's strategic. And honestly, most people are too surface level to really even understand it for real. So in this video, I'm breaking down why most people will not even look good with money, the real formula behind effortless style, and how to make people remember you before you even speak. Here's another truth that nobody says. Most people don't necessarily dress bad. Like, yes, there is bad fits out there, but most people really just dress forgettable. They either look like a TikTok algorithm, a watered down version of someone else, or a mannequin that you might see in the store. And the reason is simple. They're dressing for approval, not identity. When you follow trends too closely or your friends, you blend in, and blending in literally kills present. In 2026, the people that stand out aren't necessarily the best dressed, they're the most defined. Like, think about it. If I took a picture of your favorite artist or celebrity, I put it on the screen, I cropped out their head and their hair and only showed their outfit, 9 times out of 10, you probably still will be able to recognize who they are. It's not just the clothes, it's identity consistency. And yes, you can switch up what you wear, but the swag isn't about what you wear. It's how recognizable you become wearing it, because it becomes a part of who you are literally. It's a reason why in cartoons and anime, most of the main characters wear the same thing, because you have to recognize them by their outfits, by their character, by their voice, by the way they carry themselves, their fighting style. All of that matters. To really hone in on this, you need 3 things, and you need to think about these. Number 1, a clear direction. Not 5 styles, not experimenting forever. Yes, it's okay to experiment when you first start out. That's fine. You have to eventually find yourself. But once you find yourself, pick a lane, no matter whether it's dark and gothic, streetwear, avant-garde, vintage, quiet luxury, whatever you identify with. You can evolve later, but you have to start somewhere. Right now, you need clarity. And honestly, this isn't really just about fashion. You need clarity in whatever path in life that you want to take, because first you have to ask yourself who you are, what direction you want to go, and then you have to start going there. If you don't know exactly where you're going, how will you ever get started? And that's something deeper to think about. Number 2, emotional tone. Every outfit should feel like something or make people feel something, whether it's intimidating, whether it's luxurious, mysterious, colorful, bright, whatever the case may be. If your outfits don't evoke emotion, then 9 times out of 10, they're probably boring, even if it's envy or inspiration. It's like going to a movie that you watch, you sit down, you watch the whole movie, and it's a good movie, right? But you don't go home and really tell anybody about it. And if you do, you might talk about it that night. A year from now, you probably won't remember it. But if you go see a crazy horror movie that's just like The Terrifier or Chainsaw Massacre, just something crazy, right? You're gonna always remember it. You probably saw a movie when you were like 10 years old that you still remember today because it was just like either outlandish, either the architecture was crazy, the director was interesting, whatever the case may be. You have to be interesting. You can't be boring. Number 3, repetition. And this is where most people mess up. They think wearing the same thing is boring, or they really just don't know what even to wear. And this isn't true. Repetition builds recognition, and recognition builds power, because you have an identity. When people look at you, they already know who that is. Like, I'm sure you have friends who are close to you that you could probably recognize for a mile away. Now, everyone isn't your friend, so you have a familiarity with these certain people to where you like know them like the back of your hand if you were to see them out. But it's interesting to have that effect when people don't even know who you are. They might have seen you a couple times, but it's like if they could spot you from across the street by just a glance, then that's powerful. It means you have some sort of energy that brings liveliness to the occasion. Now that we got those down, we're gonna move on to another section, right? The unspoken rules. Nobody talks about these. I'm putting you on, but they matter more than anything. The fit always matters more than the price. I know you see these videos on the internet where people are like asking how much the fit costs or whatever the case may be, but that really doesn't matter. We all know this in the back of our head. That's why thrifting is one of the most amazing creations ever. Like, use it to your advantage. You can find so many things for a small amount of money. Like, this scarf here looks like Alexander McQueen. If you've seen like the skull scarves that he makes, right? But it's not. I literally thrifted this and it's still swag. This necklace, I've thrifted. Don't be afraid of the thrift. Your fit could probably cost $50 in all and still look better than most people. That might be rich, and I'll say maybe like $100, but who knows though? Like, I don't know what type of swag you can you can find. You never really know. Rule number 2, you need basics. A plain tee is super underrated. Like, look at this, right? This is a plain black tee, but once I layer it up with other things, it makes it look interesting. And honestly, the most important thing about that plain tee is that it has to fit you well, right? Like, look at this. I like this tee because I work out and it shows my arms. So it has to fit you well. You can get a black tee or a white tee, whatever goes with your style. It doesn't really matter, but just get something that fits you well and that makes you feel good. Rule number 3. Statement pieces control the entire outfit. The statement piece decides the aesthetic direction and like really the whole energy of the fit. It's what people aren't going to forget. And the statement piece could be a scarf, it could be your shoes, it could be a necklace, it could be a hat, anything, whatever you like. This is another section. Now we're moving on. Why trends will ruin you. If you bought a Labubu or you went and bought Margiela Futures and you never heard of them before, I'm sorry, but you most likely fell into a trend. Are Margiela Futures still fly? Yes. Will I buy one? Maybe. But at the end of the day, I been knew what they were and I'm not just hopping on the trend. But at the same time, it kind of makes me hesitant to purchase them now because of the trend. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't follow trends because they're going on, but I'm saying that you should really question, do you really like that item? If you really like that item, then by all means buy it. But also beware of this mass consumerism that is trying to be on you and show you like, wow, okay, I need to have this thing, when you really don't. I guarantee you in 2026, you probably won't see a Labubu. Everybody has retired theirs. Instead of chasing trends, take inspiration. Like I said, with the futures, if you like them, get them. If you still like your Labubu, by all means, do your thing. But don't just purchase things because you see your favorite influencer with them. That's not how you should be thinking about this. You should be finding yourself, not following other people. Next section, how to actually build your style. Step 1, audit your closet. Now, this is important. So recently, I just traveled to Australia and I was there for a couple months. But before I went, I sold almost all my closet. 1, because I needed the bread. But 2, because I felt like I was becoming a new person. I needed to elevate my style. So when I went over there, I just bought a lot of new things. I thrifted. I went to different stores that I've never seen before, and I created an entirely new closet for myself. And the reason that you have to do this is because you have to know who you are, and we're constantly changing. So it's okay to change. You know what I mean? But once you have that direction, which might take some experimentation, which might take some inspiration, you're at an entirely new swag and you have elevated, right? So audit your closet. Don't buy things that you don't like. If it's something that's in your closet that you're just looking at it and you love it or you like it, but you never wear it, you might want to get rid of it or just start wearing it. Either or. Step 2, build a uniform. Look at this like you're an anime character or you're in a cartoon, right? Create something recognizable. I'm going to keep saying this. It's important because it also makes it easier to dress, right? Like it makes it easier to dress because then you have a formula. Say you have the pants that just fit you amazing, right? You could know that when you're going shopping, you could get another pair of those pants in a different font, something that looks totally different, but they fit you similarly. And then since you notice you have that, you could build another fit with those new pants that's similar to the other fit, right? And just keep recreating it in different ways. And nobody will even know. This is like an easy way that you don't really have to think so deeply about it. It makes it easier for you. Trust me. Step number 3, upgrade slowly. You don't have to start with some crazy designer. Just start where you are. Don't get this like sense of FOMO because you see all these people on Instagram or TikTok buying crazy designer pieces. It's okay. You could upgrade slowly. Just start where you are and keep going up gradually. Step number 4, develop a presence. The clothes don't carry you, you carry the clothes. You have the swag, it's in you, right? It's not in the clothes. So the key to being fly is also having self-confidence, right? So that's very important. And I think that the step of like really finding yourself can help you have more self-confidence. And if you want me to make a different video on that, then I can. Once you know who you are, then you're not afraid to like stick out and be who you are in the room. And once you know that, you develop some sort of presence and people respect that presence. And it's not an easy thing to do, but you can do it. And for some people, clothes can help them do that, right? So if you know who you are and you're happy with what you're wearing, then you develop this presence that demands respect. And once you have that, then also people can never forget you. These things go hand in hand with an outfit. And I feel like that's really where the idea of aura comes from. It's just someone with extreme confidence. and also looks good. At the end of the day, dressing well isn't necessarily about fashion. It's about control. It's about control over how people perceive you, control over yourself and knowing who you are, and control on how you remember and how you enter a room. And all of this takes time, but this is somewhere to start. And these are a lot of things that you could think about. If you made it this far, you're probably ahead of most people because most people won't even think this deeply about fashion, to be honest. But if you did, you don't just look better, you become unforgettable, and your self-confidence has probably been boosted. If you want more content like this, let me know. Subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment. Let me know what's your aesthetic right now and if this video has helped you. Never forget, if you haven't got anything from this video, I hope that you know yourself, you find yourself, and don't let anybody tell you who you are. You create your own reality.